Welcome back, my friends. Well, our first guest is all over the internet. In a good way. That sounded bad. She's all over the internet. Thanks to her TikToks under the name That Midwestern Mom. Please welcome back to the show our friend Amber, also known as That Midwestern Mom. Good morning, Amber. I didn't mean to say it like that. It made it sound like you were doing something pervy on the internet.
Well, you know, when you say my other job is to freelance on the internet, people kind of come up with their own ideas sometimes.
Now, we should say Amber usually visits us here in the studio, but tell the folks why, Amber, you were unable to make it to the studio today.
Yeah, we're having another great blizzard up here in the Great White North.
How much snow have you gotten so far?
It's not a ton of snow yet. It's just the blowing snow that is the problem at the moment. But it's been 3 weekends in a row this has happened. 3 weekends in a row we've had huge storms. We've missed the last 3 Fridays from school, I think.
I don't want to volunteer you for more work, but I think it would really pep up our weather reports on Fox 9 if we just had you dressed as the Midwestern Mom, counting the inches that come in up north. That would be fantastic.
That would be absolutely fantastic. That's what I've been doing to count down to the polar plunge.
Okay, we got to talk about that. But before we do that, so Jeff told me, EP Jeff said that you sang the national anthem and this is the best name for any, Amber knows what I'm going to say. This is the best name of any event ever. Amber, what event did you sing at?
Well, I sang the national anthem at the Poles and Holes Fishing Derby competition on Saturday.
God bless whoever named it. The Poles and Holes competition. How does, here, we're looking at your TikTok here. Oh, and then you can hear Amber singing too. Amber, how does the Poles and Holes Derby work?
It was the most amazingly, adorably organized event I've ever been to in Minnesota. The person who was at Rotary International was in charge of it. It's one of their biggest fundraisers of the year. We had so much snow this year. It was a real community effort to come onto the ice and plow past. It almost looked like a crop of fishing holes.
Yeah.
And so there's like snowbanks in between each line of fishing holes. And so anybody who had a snowplow, anybody who had a truck capable of plowing snow came and plowed the rows. And then the football team came and drilled the fishing holes. And then you enter, and everybody has to be outside. So there's like, you know, it's fair for everyone. And so people are starting to build snow forts because it was like 23-mile-an-hour winds and negative 15-degree wind chill. Everybody was just out there having a grand old time. It was just fantastic.
Only in Minnesota. I love that so much. Hey, you mentioned it a few minutes ago. Tell the folks, because it's going to a great cause. You're doing a polar plunge.
I was talked into doing the polar plunge. Yep, we're a little bit behind in our fundraising efforts this year, but we're benefiting the local Boys and Girls Club, the Detroit Lakes chapter. I've personally benefited from the Boys and Girls Club. You know, my kids have gone to aftercare there. And then during the pandemic, they served over 90,000 meals to anybody who needed to pick up dinner for their children and breakfast for their children. So they've been doing some really awesome outreach in our community all throughout this pandemic effort for the past 2 years. So they really had to talk me into doing it, but
are you nervous?
I mean, it's always fun to give back to the community.
Are you nervous?
I am super nervous, but I'm trying to put all of my energy into the fundraising efforts and like appearing on the Jason Show and just not thinking about it. So I would compare it to like having a baby. Just don't think about it, and it'll be over with before you think about it, before you worry about it.
I'll take your word. I'll take your word on that one. Hey, no, and you know we have the most generous viewers. So anyone watching, go follow That Midwestern Mom. Their links are there. We'll put links on our Facebook post as well, and donate what you can, there, friends. Speaking of competition, because we're gonna have you cook in a second. You attended a hot dish competition. Am I hearing that right?
I absolutely did. I attended 2 hot dish competitions.
Oh my goodness.
So one was in Fargo, and I helped judge that one. And now the Rose Wild restaurant is going to have me do an appearance with them. And then the Grace Lutheran Church had a hot dish competition for Polar Fest.
Of course they did. Of course the Grace Lutheran Church had a hot dish competition.
Of course they did. And so I handed out the trophies for that one, and it was just a great. Oh, and dessert bars. Don't forget the dessert bars and coffee.
Oh,
afterwards.
dessert bars. I love it. Well, speaking of food, the Midwestern Mom will be cooking when we return. Back after this. Of course they did. Love it. We're so glad you're here. Hope you guys are having a really good morning. We're back with Amber from That Midwestern Mom, and now we're cooking. Amber, what are we cooking?
Well, it's almost St. Patrick's Day, so we're going to make pistachio salad. Now, this was the first video that kind of started this whole Midwestern Mom thing. When I first did this video, I didn't have my hair and makeup done. I just looked like my regular old mom self. And it was that video that kind of launched everything because everyone said I reminded them of Rose Nyland.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Betty White. And so that's kind of what started it all. My mom started doing my hair. And by the way, I think the last time I was on the show, I left my can opener there. And my current can opener is not working very well. So would you check and see if my can opener is there?
Yeah, we're checking. Actually, it's so funny. We're walking over to the demonstration desk right now. I'll be able to give you a confirmation on that very shortly. Yes.
This thing is not working. This is, live television. So I'm shaking trying to get this can of pineapple open.
Oh, it doesn't. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's the joy of live TV.
It doesn't. So step one, a can of crushed pineapple. Don't drain it. And you just add a package of pistachio Jello pudding to it because it's green. So, of course, we would use it for St. Patrick's Day. So
Look at
there you
that.
go. Yeah, yummy, yummy.
Okay, so we have those two things.
Make sure you get your Cool Whip out of the freezer, which I didn't do.
Okay.
But,
That's fine.
And my favorite part is mixing it all together because it looks so fabulously green.
Amber, while you're mixing it, I have good news for you. Okay, look at that. Now, can you see me?
I can see you, yep.
Okay, we have this one. Is this it?
That's my can opener.
From IKEA?
Oh, no, mine was green. Mine was a Rubbermaid one. Okay. Oh, shoot.
How about this one?
That one's mine.
This one's yours?
Yep.
Okay. I am wondering why we have two can openers. I went to the camping
supplies one night when I was doing a TikTok and used my camping can opener because I couldn't find it after being on the Jason show.
I'm so sorry that we stole this. We'll send this back to you.
Oh, don't worry. I'll just come back eventually once the weather gets better.
I'm just still laughing that we have like 4 can openers here. Yeah.
Whatever kind of nuts you want in it and whatever kind of Cool Whip. So,
and
marshmallows.
What nuts do you prefer in it? Like, what's the classic? Is it?
Classic is walnuts. I don't like walnuts because I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to them because they always make my mouth hurt. But I like to smash pistachios into them because Jello instant pistachio pudding actually has mostly almonds in it, not pistachios.
Oh.
I don't know if most of you know that. But so if you're allergic to almonds, don't eat Jello instant pistachio pudding.
We have like a minute left. I just have to tell you, we'll end with a compliment. We are still getting emails. Jeff said he got one just yesterday. Your video when you were here and you surprised us all by singing, we are still getting emails about that, Amber. Still.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It is the #1 viewed video on your Facebook page. I did notice that.
Yes, you did. Well, and it is accurate. And I love that the #1 video on the Jason Show Facebook page has nothing to do with Jason. That makes me so happy. And I mean that. I mean that. I think it's fantastic. It cracks me up. No.
Sorry.
No, I love it. Are you kidding me? No, it's fantastic. No, and I just want to clear something up. People thought that Amber had told us ahead of time or that we had heard Amber sing before that clip. Amber can tell you, we did not. The crew, none of us heard Amber until she opened up her mouth. So, yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was super sweet. It's got a lot of views on my TikTok, too, but I think it has more views on your guys' Instagram page.
Well, I love it.
Oh, and then my favorite comment was a friend of mine that was in the Miss Northwest pageant, and she said something, and I think you put her comment up a few days later. She called me and told me. She's like, I lost the talent portion of the Miss Northwest pageant to that woman.
Yes.
But she walked away with the crown. So.
The competition. Well, to get this recipe and more, follow Amber on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. Just search for That Midwestern Mom. Amber, we can't wait for you to come back down and get your can opener.
Sounds great.
Bye,
Thanks.
sweetie. We'll be back with the Jason Show mailbag right after this. Back in a moment. We stole her can opener.